Whoa, yo, what's up? We're here. We're live, lads. We're live on the internet on this beautiful Sunday evening. I'm a little bit late coming on because we've done the hour. We went back an hour, got an extra hour, and my timing's all fucked up, so I don't know what time it is, what's going on. So I apologize for the thousands and thousands of people who are waiting online. But what can I do? I'm only human. We're only human after all. The hour went back, and I don't know what the crack is. I thought they were getting rid of that shit. What is it for? Is it just for like? It's kind of just for farmers or something, is it? Something like that. Paddy Hart's here. What's the crack, Paddy Hart? We're actually not doing any music tonight. I had a fucking microphone issue. And so I said I'd just come on and we can talk a bit of shite. I hope you're getting on good, lads. Paddy, you know what I did today? I got a big taco chip. Does anyone ever have a taco chip? I haven't had one in fucking a long time. It was a big nostalgia trip for me. And it was fucking lovely. Big, dirty taco chip. You ever had a taco chip? I got it out of a place called Rio's, and it's fucking delicious. It's a big chip, big fucking tray of chips, mince on it, cheese, and some special taco sauce. Sounds kind of weird, but it's delicious. Believe me, it's absolutely delicious. So I had a big, huge one of them. And then I had some ice creams, which is great. But anyway, we have a new president in Ireland now. Catherine Connolly. Where is she from? I think she's from Limerick or something. Is she from Limerick or Cork? Or where is she from? I'll look it up. Catherine Connolly. Where's Catherine Connolly from? Big, she won by a landslide, actually. I feel like the other one, I had no idea I didn't even hear anything from the other one. Heather Humphreys. She has a good name, though. But her campaign didn't seem too good because I didn't have a fucking clue about anything she did. Catherine Connolly, I saw her playing soccer with kids in a video, and that was enough for me. Once I saw that, I said, she's the woman. That's the woman that should lead Ireland. Galway. Is she from Galway? I think she's from Galway. Well, there you go. A left-leaning woman. Rodrigo, what's up, man? How are you getting on? No. Rigoberto. Rodrigo Arias Haralio. What a name. Where are you from, Rigoberto? Sounds kind of Mexican. Would I be right in saying that? Is that cultural appropriation? I apologize. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing good. Hey, anyway, there was a load of spoiled votes here in Ireland. A load of people spoiled the vote. What does that mean? Does anybody know what that means? It seems to me it means that people are pissed off at the way the country is. And, they're probably right. They're probably right because Ireland's a bit weird at the moment. It's a bit weird. There's a lot of weird shit going on in the government. They don't seem to be listening to anyone. Kind of reminds me of the start of a Batman movie, maybe. Like Gotham is in disarray. The government aren't listening to the people. They're kind of sending out the police to deal with government issues. The police are kind of being the fall guy for stuff, I think. Anyway, people aren't happy, But they'll have to fucking listen to them now with spoiled votes. 13% spoiled votes. Anyway, I'm too stupid really to know on about politics, so I don't really know. I've not much else to add to that, really, guys, to tell you the truth. Vabifi. I'm married at the age of 18. She is 21. Can you give us some relationship advices? Married at the age of 18, she's 21. Can you give us some relationship advices? Not really, I don't really have any advice for that. I guess congratulations. Enjoy. 18's very young to get married. People don't do that anymore as much, do they? Where are you from? Maybe they do where you're from. Here in Ireland, they don't really do that. You won't really get married at the age of 18 here. It'd be very unusual. But a generation ago, everyone probably fucking would have. Everyone does everything real late now. I see like the medium age, the average age for having a baby is 35 here in Ireland now. Which is kind of old, right? So you're on the later end. That's the average age. So everyone's doing everything a bit later now, I see. You're from Pakistan. I was never in Pakistan. I was looking at a few things like travel vlogs and stuff. Pakistan seems very laid back. I thought India seems a bit hectic, and Pakistan seems very laid back. It seems like a cooler place. I thought it looked cooler. The guys seemed a bit cooler with the stuff I was looking at. Vabi says, why are you guys so late? I don't know what it is about, man. I think people focus on their career and shit now, and they kind of I think they focus on their career. People are obsessed with their career now. They're just saying I think when you go to college costs so much, and people are like, I fucking better get some money now because I'm after going to college and spending all this money. I'm after really drinking in the last 4 years. And then they go mad into work, and then they realise, oh, fuck, work's shite. And then they're like, now I'm kind of old. I may have kids now before I'm too old. Because the shit thing about having kids is there's like a time frame on it, right? So I don't know what it is. I think everyone probably should get married a bit earlier, probably, or have kids probably earlier, maybe. But then fuck it, who knows? I was 30. I feel like I was fairly old having kids. But fuck it, doesn't really matter. That's all nonsense anyway. But anyway, congratulations. Enjoy the wedding. What way did you do the wedding? What is the norm for the wedding in Pakistan? Paddy, what's the story, man? How are you? I haven't seen you in ages, Hers. Are you doing much? Are you having a few drinks today? Are you having a few cans or pints? Last time I was talking to you, you were having a few pints. I think you came into the chat after having a few pints. Brandon Wilson, did you get a new camera and setup? I actually didn't, man. I got that's my iPhone. Remember I told you about Connor English's English Electronics? He had done a camera setup for me, and then he came in one day and he was like, I need the camera for a gig. And I was like, I thought you gave me this. You sponsored me for this podcast. So he came in, he took my light, he took my big light, right? Then he took my fucking camera. So I had to go back to the iPhone. So I have a little iPhone set up here now. What do you think of it? Is it good or bad? I used to have it like wide, a big wider one. Instead of going a bit tighter here. But I want to get, I had a really good camera setup, so I kind of want to get a better setup. I kind of just want to get the good camera again. It was like a 4K proper Sony A7 II or 3S, and it looked unreal. So I want to get back to that. But Bran, thank you. Thank you for the compliment on the setup. It's just the lighting's kind of good, right? The iPhones are unreal though. Like if anyone's ever trying to start something, you don't need that but the iPhone, really. I am Irish, Grace. I am. I'm actually here in Ireland right now. You are looking at Ireland right now. I'm in Port Arlington, County Laois, Ireland, almost in the centre of Ireland, but in the centre of creativity. That's where I am. It's the epicenter of it all. Where are you from, Grace? Whereabouts are you then? What is that name? I can't see that. Pulka Tuti. I'm in Dublin. The Dublin Marathon was on today, man. Pultra, sorry. The Dublin Marathon was on today. Where you at? Did you go in and experience the marathon in Dublin? I knew 2 people were running it. Grace is from Cavan. Grace, right? Do you know what? I just over the weekend, I bought something from a lad in Cavan. I bought PlayStation 1, retro PlayStation 1 from a guy in Cavan. And he's sending it to me. So I should have it in the next few days. Should have it there probably, tomorrow maybe. Oh no, tomorrow's bank holiday. Is that weird? I was talking to him Friday. Bought it off him on Friday. I think he thought I was scamming him a bit because I was meant to pay him on Thursday, but my pay didn't come in. I thought it came in at midnight, but it comes up about 8 o'clock in the day. And I shot him over it, so I'm going to get a good setup on it here because I have this old TV that I used to play like PlayStations on when I was a kid, and I was like, it'd be cool. Some nights we could just play fucking old PlayStation games and chill out up here in the cave. But Vabi, nice accent. Where are you from? Thank you, Vabi. Yes, I'm from Port Arlington, County Laois. A lesser known part of the country of Ireland is Laois. No, you'd never hear much about it like internationally, but you know, it's a fine place. If you're ever travelling to Ireland, I would recommend maybe taking a stop in Laois. You can come on into me. But Drumcondra, yeah. Laois is in the Midlands, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, right beside Offaly. In Port Arlington here, you have Laois and Offaly in the one town. It's half and half. There's a lot of Irish people here. Any Irish people here? There is, Grace. There's a few there. They're knocking about. I was in Cavan for the Fla. Remember they used to do the Fla in Cavan? I was there for the Fla one time. I went up with a lot of people I knew, and we went to the Fla. I'd say it was 2012 or something. Maybe 2012 I went to the Fla. Man, it was one of the best nights of my whole life. I'll never forget it. So good. We went there, we met a friend, a group of us went up, and I was wearing a shirt with pineapples on it, I remember. And we had a few drinks in the house, and then we went through the streets, and you know what the Fla is like? It's just so crazy. I remember then we were in the bars then, and we got thrown out. Got thrown out of the bars by the cops. Came in because it was closing time. Gonna sit down here. It was past closing time, and the cops threw us out. They threw everyone out of bars because like I know it was 2 a.m. or something. That was fucking brilliant. You were down at the one in Westmeath. That would have been in Mullingar. There was a nice one there in Mullingar for the last 2 years. My friend Connor English, so we make films, and I have a film coming out at the moment which is called Outer Heavens. And if you'd like to see it, it's an indie film. We're working on it, but I have the trailer on my page there if you'd like to go see it. But the cinematographer, the director of photography on that movie, he made a movie about the Fla in Mullingar. So you could be in it. You might be in that movie for all you know. It's kind of an artistic interpretation of the Fla, though. It's not like a traditional Fla film as such, as you would know, you know. So it's unbelievable. It's called Shadowtown. It'll be coming to a film festival near you soon. Oh yeah, Grace. Niall Horan was meant to be there, but he had plans and he couldn't come. Did he not go down with what do you call him, Lewis Capaldi or something? Did you see that? Thought I seen him with Lewis Capaldi down at the Fla. They were doing some sort of fucking shit. I have a few different sunglasses here. What's going on? CB the Third's here. What's up, CB? Hope you're doing good, man. CB the Third says Shadowtown is more than a film; it's a whole feeling. Oh, there you go. CB the Third is probably one of the only people that's seen it, and he's a big fan of it because it actually is a feeling. It's a very ambient sort of a atmospheric story, And hopefully you get to see it. But if you want to go check it out, it's a guy called Connor English, good friend of mine, one of my greatest friends and collaborators on all the projects that I do. Kieran just caught the tail end of the kid chat. Who can afford that without being political? I can barely afford myself. Oh, Kieran, you're on about us having kids. Oh, kids, what are you on about? Oh, you're talking about having kids young. You couldn't afford it, yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. But you can never afford kids anyway. They don't cost that in the first few years. Anyway. Just nappies, huh? Yeah, no, I know. That's what it is. It's the price of things. People have to work. You have to try to get your salary up. Get the salary up, get the house, get the marriage, get the mortgage, then you get the baby. And if you don't do it that way, you have to do it that way, guys. But the problem is then, sure, it's fucking impossible to get mortgage in Ireland. And I'd say that's why there's so many so many spoiled votes at the moment. At the last election, people are pissed off. Yeah, we should all get a bus. I'll organise a double-decker bus. We'll all go to the flat. It'd be good, right? CB the third, you would freak out at the flat. You would be having a outer body experience at it, man. It would fucking blow your mind. It would be too much for you. You might faint. It's all that Irish stuff on steroids. You'd see, if you want to experience Ireland, I think, go to the Flan, you'll experience every sort of Irish that you could possibly experience. You can kind of see it in the movie there, can't you? Oh no, you'd fucking love it, man. Arf, cool potato. I presume you're talking about my head and the fact that I'm Irish. And you know, that would be a racist slur you've just done there. So I hope you're happy with yourself and proud of yourself. Now the Fla's gas. Pulcha, is that how you say your name? Pultra, have you not been to the Fla? You're living in Dublin, right? You need to expand your horizons. There is an outside world there. It's not only Dublin. You can leave Dublin and you can go to the outer country there. And I recommend you do it. Because sometimes, you know, the Dublin people just stay in Dublin. And there's a big world outside of it. Big, beautiful world of cultures, country. You know, just open yourself to the cultures. You can learn a lot there with them. They're a different breed of people, but beautiful in many ways. Oh, you go to Donegal. Oh, yeah. CB the Third. I'd be following John Spillane or George Murphy around like a stalker. Man, John Spillane does tours all the time, and he actually was in Port Ireland. See, Wardy? He was actually in fucking, what do you call it? The Anvil a while ago in Port Arlington, doing a gig. He's a funny guy. He's kind of like out there, you know. Pulcher, you go to Donegal a good bit. What do you think of Donegal? I really like Donegal. It's like a different version of Kerry, right? I noticed when I was in Donegal, it's kind of like Kerry, but sometimes I get a weird feeling after Donegal people. I get like I don't vibe with them too well for some reason. There's no real reason. That ever happened to you? Like, I don't blame them for anything like that. It's just not vibing. It's not vibing. I used to have a lecturer in college when I first started college, and I just didn't vibe with him. I tried so hard, and everyone else used to come with him, but just wasn't working out. You know, it just wasn't happening. And I feel like that with the Donegal thing. It happens. The vibe's not there. It just doesn't work out for me. The Fla's in Belfast next year, is it? Is it really? I was in Belfast twice this year. It's actually quite fucking good up there. It's good crack. I like Belfast. I would love to go again because when we went, we were going for like a surgery. Alison was getting knee surgery. Isn't that right, Alison Heavey? I see you in the chat there. What's up, Alison? But yeah, I would actually like to go back to Belfast again because it's fucking cool over there. I do like it a lot. It's Belfast is weird. It's like I got kind of like halfway between London and Ireland vibe off it. So you're kind of like you're in Ireland, but it's kind of got kind of London vibe off it too, which is cool. It's good. I like London a lot. I would like to go to London again as well. London is a pretty cool spot. CB the Third, I sometimes argue with a guy from Donegal online. He's rather posh, lol. Man, this is what actually happens to me at Donegal, guys. I actually argue with them all the time as well. I find them very argumentative. Like, they'll be like arguing with you about some stuff. You can't say anything to them. That's literally what does happen. Kieran, you were in the one in Drogheda. Oh, yeah, Drogheda wasn't that... Yeah, Drogheda was after Cavan, wasn't it? Yeah. But anyway, we have a new president here in Ireland, Catherine Connolly. So I want to say, congratulations, Catherine. I hope to have you on the Calvin Doyle Sunday night live stream sometime, maybe in the future. And, you know... Yeah. Nobody's here. I said, welcome everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, and activate the notification bell to get more enjoyable content. Wow, nobody's coming in here fucking marketing me. Very good. Thank you. Anyway, listen, CB and the lads, have you had taco chips? Have any of you had taco chips? I think we're going to do a little taco chip thing here. Let's have a look, right? I just had taco chips today. I really, I've wanted them for the last few days. One of my friends was telling me about them, or talking about them. So we used to have taco chips years ago when we were younger in the chippers, and they never used to have taco chips in the chippers. You just have chips, burgers, fish and chips. They wouldn't even have pizzas. I remember never having pizzas or anything. But I'd say around 2004, they brought out the taco chip. And it was just this, it was like lightning in a bottle, guys, right? It was just a frenzy swept across Ireland. And we were all just on the taco train. Taco chips, bonanza. I couldn't get enough of it in. It took a generation by storm. But somewhere along the way, we forgot about the taco chip because other things took over, such as the chicken fillet roll and the spice bag. But today, I had a taco chip. And I want to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to try to find the image for you. And if any of you have taco chip memories, I'd like you to write in your taco chip memories and we can all discuss them here together in a memory zone of taco chips because they're Irish delicacy, they're a beautiful thing, and, we've forgotten about them. We're all spice bag this, spice bag that, but what about the taco chips? You can't go wrong with them. Let's see if I can drag this image in. We're going to do some live production here, guys. Let's see. Can I do it? Can I just drag it in? Surely you can. Look at that. That is a taco chips. What do you think of that? Who wants one of them? Me. That's who. What's going on here in the chat? How do we pop this chat out? Oh, here we go. Oh, we're sucking diesel. Amanda Dances is here. What's up, Amanda? She can't beat me at keepy upsies. That's why you voted for CB. I just saw her kicking the ball around. I said, I'm going to vote for this lady. She looks like she likes kids and she can kick a ball. And that's all I want in a president. We're much simpler over here. He's singing Boulavoga, a great fucking tune. Amanda, it's very cold here in Ireland now as well at the moment. We're going through the change. Did the clocks go back over in America? Do you do that still? Or what? Are we the only freaks that do that? Daylight saving hours. Nightmare. The clocks went back today. It's real dark now. Taco frenzy. We're making tacos tomorrow, right? Okay, CB, here's what we gotta do, right? You gotta try the taco chips, man. I'm trying to catch up here, right? Sorry, I'm trying to read all this. CB's into German pop music. Lovely stuff. All right, okay, here we go. Dusty's here. Anyway, Amanda, right, and CB and Dusty and everyone else in the chats, get the taco chips in, right? Because all it is chips, or fries, as you would call it, okay? Fries. And taco on top with a taco sauce, some sort of a weird mayonnaise, taco mayonnaise, loads of that, and cheese on top. But do you do this? I don't know if you do this, because I never really see this. Now, I know obviously your fries are made from potatoes, but these ones are in a chipper in Ireland, right? So they're hand-cut chips. So they cut the chips with their hand, or a knife probably, but they fried them up. But they're actually potato chips, so they're potatoes, they cut them up real thick, big thick potatoes, and they deep fried them. And oh lads, fuck, it's amazing. So like if you're having tacos tomorrow night, CB, get some potatoes, cut them up, deep fry the potatoes, put the chip or deep fry the chips, and fucking fire the taco on. It's an explosion. Kieran, taco chips in petrol station cafe in Ballyliffin. Who's fecking saying Donegal lads are argumentative? Are fecking argument. Kieran, are you actually argument? Are you from Donegal? Because I could kind of get it off you a bit. I sensed that. I just didn't want to say it. But hey, that's the crack with the. Oh my God, Thomas Shelburne. Very good, Thomas. Did you write that yourself? I've never seen that on. I've never seen that comment. He says, thank you for the stream. Been in a wheelchair for a few years, but your stream finally get me the strength to stand up and walk to the computer to comment, you're gay. Love the stream. Keep it up. Very good. Very good, Thomas. Very, very good. Wow. Whoa. What a comment. Yes, I've heard that one before. And the first time I read that, it was actually hilarious. But, now as time goes by, you could come up with something else. You've all this time. You're sitting there, you're probably in bed. God knows what you're doing. You could come up with something else, maybe. Let's, be more creative with it. But I'm glad you're here. Thomas Shelburne. Is that like, where are you from? Ireland? Shelburne is kind of an Irish kind of name, right? Now, I was a pile of chips right now. Oh yeah, I want a pile of those chips right now. It's rainy and I'm on my 10th or 12th Baileys and coffee of the day. Oh my God. CB. You're on the Baileys early this year, man. It's normally around Christmas time you start that shit. Yeah. I won't be able to have 10 or 12 Baileys now. That's good going. I fucking... One year, me and my friends just drank Baileys all Christmas, out in the pub and everything. It's too delicious, man. How is this so delicious? It's one of the most delicious drinks ever. That would go well with that. Jack the Daddler, so you want us to try ketchup on ice cream? No, I don't know what that's about. Anyway, everyone subbed because at 10 likes he's gone spit in the air and let it land on his face, and I'm a Scouser. Thomas Shelby's a Scouser. My granddad is a Paddy, but from Liverpool. Well, you know what they say, the Irish built Liverpool. So you can thank us for all that. We did all the hard work over there. You know, so. But I'm a great Liverpool fan. But they're having a hard time at the moment. What's going on? Bit of a slide at the moment. Louis Gustavo, I'm having a cappuccino with a can butter in Nottingham, Dublin. Chill, stoned. He's stoned, having a cup of cappuccino and a can of butter. A can of butter. Well, enjoy it, Louis. Enjoy it. Are you after doing the marathon? Were you up doing the marathon today? Did you do a bit of running? There's the Irish Marathon was on. North Dublin. What? Amanda's on coffee number 5. Makes tired as all I get out. Caffeine plus ADHD equals snooze fest. I actually had a little snooze myself today. Had a nice little snooze there earlier on, so we're smoking NY Diesel. Who's Madeline? Dax Anderson. Dax Anderson, the wrestler's here, guys. Dax wants to know, can I sing him a song? Not tonight, man. I'm not singing tonight. I don't really want to. Sorry. I kind of just don't feel like doing it, really, tonight. But next week I will do. I'll do an out stream next week of the bit of singing. But what's the story with you, Dax? Are you doing any shows lately? Dax is a professional wrestler, guys. He's a professional wrestler in the chat here. Last night I was asking ChatGPT loads of shit. I was asking it about, you know, how many... Oh, I was doing this thing, right? Try it with. It's like, I was doing the greatest of all time, no explanation. So I was asking it who ChatGPT thinks is the greatest of all time, no explanation, in loads of things. And it was actually quite fucking good crack. So the first one I was asking it was the greatest MMA fighter of all time. And I said John Jones. It said the greatest Irish person of all time was Michael Collins. Hard to argue with that, I guess. The greatest singer, it said, was Freddie Mercury. What do you think of that? Greatest singer. Greatest frontman then as well as Freddie Mercury. It's hard to know if... you can't argue it. But anyway, it said the greatest wrestler, it said. The greatest wrestler of all time. Who do you think the greatest professional wrestler of all time is? Throw in a comment and I'll tell you how close you are. See if you can get it. Louis Gustavo, who's Madeline? I don't know what that means. Are you doing a weird thing making me say something weird? Alima Lal. Yes, I am Irish. We're here in Port Arlington, County Leash, right in the centre of Ireland, centre of the universe. Kieran's half Donegal, half Derry. Arguments aren't in my nature. In London. Oh, you're over living in London. I remember you saying that before. What part of London are you in? Are you working over there? How do you find it living over in London away from Ireland? What do you think? A lot of my friends do it and they seem to like it, but I liked it as well. It's kind of the same as if you moved to Dublin or something, though, really, isn't it? It's just kind of fucking... It'd be grand, I'd say. Dax is going to do... What do you think of seeing all the Union Jacks all the time, though? I kind of don't like it. Dax Anderson said, I'm going to start doing some fitness content. Dax, you should. Start doing fucking promos, man. That's what you should start doing. CB the third, yeah, decent answers, but still needs to learn more. I think that too. Thomas Shelby said John Cena. He's coming in with the John Cena. Dax Anderson said Bruno, which I believe he means Bruno Sammartino. Amanda says Butterbean was the greatest boxer, in my opinion. Whoa, Amanda, you're coming in with that's a hot take. Kieran says Daniel O'Donnell is the great Irishman and singer, surely. Do you know who Daniel O'Donnell is? Lewis is saying check out the new Lily Allen album. Did Lily Allen release a new album? I'm actually a big fucking Lily Allen fan. I love Lily Allen. I used to love her when I was younger. She brought her first album out when I was real young, like kid, and I was about 16 or something. I loved her. I still really liked her last album as well, but she came on the scene pretty hot with fucking 2 really big albums, didn't she? She's still been knocking about though, doing stuff. Doyle rules, that's a fact. Doyle rules. Doyle rules. It's a divorce album. Yeah, didn't she divorce your man? Fucking, she divorced your man, that was in Stranger Things, didn't she? She was married to him, wasn't she? I thought it was a weird couple. Oh, Lily Allen and the guy from Stranger Things. But hey. All right, Paddy Hart came in. CB the Third came in. Dan Severn. Giant Haystacks says Paddy Hart. Bruno Sammartino says Dax. I'll tell you who it actually was. It was Ric Flair, the nature boy. Ric Flair. Style and profiling. Jet flying. Woo! But I kind of actually, it was one of the only things I actually, I came back at ChatGPT and I said, what about Stone Cold Steve Austin? Now I know so it came back to me and it said for longevity and impact on the in-ring work and the evolution of the sport. It said that Ric Flair was number 1. But if you're going to go with superstardom, it would be Stone Cold Steve Austin, because I don't believe anyone has ever had a pop like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Particularly the one where Mick Foley wins the WWF title as Mankind. If you want to see a big pop, check that out. It's fucking awesome. So a pop, if people don't know, and Dax could back me up on this one. A pop is when the crowd pop, when the crowd erupt with cheers for a wrestler. So there you go. You've learned something today. So it's a pop. And I believe it originated from the Legion of Doom. They would call it, Road Warriors. First off, they were called the Road Warriors. So they would call it Road Warriors Pop or the Warriors Pop or something like that. And now it's just a pop because they would get a really big pop from the crowd. And their music would be, oh, what a rush. If you don't know wrestling, them guys, Legion of Doom. Let me show you Ric Flair. So, guys, if you don't know, we're on to Ric Flair here. Do we all know Ric Flair? We all know Ric Flair. I don't need to show you Ric Flair. I like putting in the little bit of fucking pictures there, though. It's a bit crack, right? Anyway, what about the taco chip? Are we happy with the taco chip? We don't need to... Do you need the recipe? Do you need me to write up the recipe of the taco chips? Or are you happy enough? All right, here we go. Lewis, I must look up Lily Allen's new album, though. I'd be excited about that. Dax Anderson says 16. That was a long time ago. What do you mean by that? Grace, who? Grace, who is in relationship? David Harbour, that's it. Shay's here, the main man, Shay. Hello, everyone in chat. Hope everyone's well tonight. Well, we're well now, Shay, since you come in. We've been waiting on you, man. You bring great light and great energy to every chat that you enter. And you comment a lot on my YouTube videos, and it makes me very happy. I also love to receive comments from you, Shay, because you're full of fucking positive energy, man. You sound like Damien McGinty from Celtic Thunder. Who the fuck is Damien McGinty? This is some sort of a burn now, because I do know who Celtic Thunder are. Damien McGinty. What a name, huh? Celtic Thunder. I don't know who the fuck that is. Damien McGinty. Celtic Thunder are like a kind of band, are they? Irish band. Are they Irish? The Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik is actually fucking... he's dead now. God rest his soul, Iron Sheik. He's hilarious. He was hilarious on Twitter, and there's a great documentary about him, CB. You've probably seen it. It's fucking hilarious. Grace said, I'm a huge Swiftie. She gave me the 22 hat at her concert. I was on the stage. Wow. Whatever happened... I was saying this to my friend the other day, a while back when Taylor Swift came. I just missed out on all that. I don't know what I was doing. Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran, I'm just like, I don't get it. I actually don't know what's going on. It's like, and then what the fuck is the story of this Zach Bryan guy? During the summer there, he sold out like, 4 nights in Dublin. I was like, who is he? That's when you know you're getting old, you see. You get old then. You fucking don't know who these people are. But Grace, I'm very happy for you, and I hope that was great fun. Amanda dances. Cedric Bixler-Zavan of the Mars Volta is my all-time favorite male vocalist. Wow, I thought I was. Just my childhood 2 cents, but the Ultimate Warrior is way cooler than Hulk. I said it. Well, the Ultimate Warrior was crazy, and I think you would be correct in saying that. Was Hulk Hogan ever cool? I don't think so. Not for me, anyway. I never thought he was cool. Stone Cold Steve Austin I thought was very cool, and I still do. Rowdy Piper, Kieran says, a great call as well. A very good heel and a great man on the mic. Imran, do not be rude. Sorry, why? Amanda dances. My husband's uncle we call Rick because he looked like Ric Flair a lot. I think you said that before, actually. And then you have Dusty Rhodes. Ali was just said that. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. That's Amanda's husband as well, Dusty. I never talked to anyone called Dusty before. It's a great name. Grace just said it again about Taylor Swift. Well, that's good, Grace. You really like that. She was on stage with Taylor Swift. Fuck. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. What was that one? He did one really great promo. You know, I'm talking about hard times. I'm talking about hard times. Yeah, that's when he was fighting Ric Flair, actually. He was in a rivalry with Ric Flair, wasn't he? And he's like, Ric Flair that doesn't know nothing about hard times. The American Dream. Ali, what's the crack? How are you getting on? Michael Ahern's here. What's up, Michael? How are you getting on? Haven't heard from you in ages, man. I was getting worried about you. Damien McGinty, isn't he from the movie Glee? Jesus, the Glee, I tell you what, the Glee, that fucking cast, that went a bit dark, didn't it? Dax Anderson, would you ever visit the States? I don't know if I would visit. I don't know if I would visit America. It seems kind of, from the perspective of like, it seems kind of hard to get into, and I don't really like hassle. You know, like, yeah, it seems like kind of hard to get in there. And like, I remember reading that thing, that guy like wasn't let in because he had like that meme of JD Vance, and then I was like, I don't think I'll ever go to America. I have too many memes on my phone. Brilliant. But I love American culture. I love it. It's like my favorite thing, really. Where would I like to go in America? I'd like to go to many places in America. I'd probably like to go to all of the places. that are famous. It would be cool to do like a road trip, I think. But you know what freaks me out? Like, I don't know if you kind of can appreciate this because you're living in America. But the idea that people have guns freaks me out over there. Like, I think if people had guns in Ireland, it would be so mental. Like, the fact that they just you can have a kind of gun walking around is very weird to me. It freaks me out a little bit. Because over here, like, no one has guns. Like, you can get guns over here to hunt with. You can hunt pheasants, and you can hunt ducks, and you can hunt deer. You know, hunt whatever you want. Hunt fucking rats, shoot rats, and but the idea, that everyone has one over there, it does freak me out because, like, I think like you know, people get drunk. You know, you can't have a gun if you're drunk. Surely, it's not a good idea. So yeah, that's my opinion. But that's not against American people. I love the American people. Michael has plenty of beer. Plenty of beer and cigarettes, so that's all you need for a grown man. A grown boy. Dax, you should come to Ireland. You'd love it over here. It's great crack. Good crack over in Ireland. Love Americans. I sometimes I see things online where they say, like, the Irish don't like Americans, but Irish love Americans. That's just like a weird, like, thing. You know, like, people are like, oh, the Irish don't like the Americans telling them about their heritage. Like, who doesn't like that? Fucking... Probably a few people from Donegal, Kieran. What do you think? No, but like, I think it's cool that people are coming, have heritage, want to find out about the heritage. Then you're like, it is cool, actually, all the stuff that we do, isn't it? It makes us think about it then. So, I love Americans. And my father works up in Temple Bar. He's a musician up here. And he's basically talking to Americans all the time. So come to Ireland. It's good crack. You'll have good fun. New Mexico is remarkable. Guns everywhere, too. I just said I don't like guns. I'm not going to New Mexico now. People see... Oh, Alison said she was in New York, Boston, Yardley, and Pittsfield. Loved it. I forgot that. I always forget Alison was in America on a basketball tour. Alison was actually a professional basketball player in her day, an Irish professional basketball player, and she was one of the top Irish basketball female players. So there you go. CB says, people in my area have a series of gun thefts, so many people just leave them in their unlocked cars. It's nuts. That's everywhere. My wife found one on the sidewalk at work. See what I mean? I don't like that. That's not cool. It's not good. Fuck that, man. If that happened over here, right, in Ireland, there would be hysteria. It would be all over the news. It would be everyone would be gone mental. It would be crazy. It would. So we're kind of scared at we're scared. Shay says Temple Bar, it's overpriced, overhyped kip. And he's probably right. And he is right. But when you're in the country, you need to go, let's just go see it anyway. But don't stay too long because it is very pricey. Amanda doesn't care for guns in America. People pull them out at parties. Oh my God. This is what I mean. That's why they're not illegal in America, because they're too mental at parties. You won't know what will be happening. Wow. That's so freaky. That's scary. Not my kind of parties. CB, it's weird. I'm sitting here with a gun in the room, but there are shootings in my neighborhood. So many people have them that to not have one, you can be at a disadvantage. This is the thing. This seems to be the problem. Like, you have to have one. You can't not have one now because everyone else has them. So you have to have one. It's even weird that you have to have one. Like, it's just weird. So I Like Turtles is hungry now. He says, God damn, that looks good and greasy. He's talking about the taco fries here, guys. Can we get another like for the taco fries? Is anybody going to order one now? You know, they're about €8. I had one today the size of a bucket from Rio's in Port Arden, County Laois. Dax, we have some badass motorcycle rallies. I don't doubt that. It looks even badass, loads of stuff. I Like Turtles is really hungry. I seen your dad's pheasant hunt pics. Looks like he uses a smaller gauge shotgun, a pretty one. Yeah, they have little small old shotguns. They're like old shotguns. They're not like double barrel shotguns or they are double barrel, but they're not like pump action. They're more like sport shotguns, you know, like so. Oh, do you want to know about Supermacs? This would be interesting, actually. Ali said, tell them about Supermacs because everyone's digging the chips. What I tell you about Supermacs, it's like it's an Irish franchise. I'm going to tell you about. Shay says, believe me, it's a kip. Stay out of Temple Bar, says Shay. It's a fucking kip. Don't fucking go. Shay, where would you go then if you were coming in to Dublin? Where would you go? The Grave Diggers. They have a great pint of Guinness there. Everyone's obsessed with the pints of Guinness these days. You know, split the G. Split the G on the pint of Guinness. That's what they do. It's everyone is a lot of, like, I'm seeing a lot of lads from England and stuff come over to Ireland doing these vlogs about Guinness. They're just making a fortune doing these vlogs on Guinness. And you know what? They wouldn't know fucking anything about drinking it. I say, drink the fucking thing, get it into you, and stop talking about it. Stop fucking looking at it. All your rules. Oh, do it, this, do that. Drink the Guinness. Shut up. Kieran says, like Americans, not keen on America. When I was a kid, my dad went on a holiday to California and the Times crossword. Loved it. CB, I'd go pay the money for Temple Bar if Aidan Doyle was playing a gig there. Well, there you go, CB. Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, he's there. He was up there today. He got the train up from Port. Carry pepper spray at the very least. In the Wild West, they just lowered the age to buy guns. I wouldn't be carrying any pepper spray if I was living over there now. I'd be carrying a fucking Dirty Harry sort of style yoke. That's what I'd be carrying. Shay's a biker anyway, aren't you, Shay? You would be doing it now. Right, I'm going to tell you about Supermacs. Let's do it. Okay, so Supermacs. What you're looking at in front of you here is a Supermacs production. This is a taco fries from Supermacs, I believe. So, Supermacs is actually Ireland's equivalent to kind of McDonald's, I believe. But, you know, it's not anything like McDonald's. They actually had a lawsuit with McDonald's about the Supermac, which is a burger, their burger. It's their equivalent of the Big Mac, is the Supermac. And what McDonald's brought them to court, and Supermacs actually won. They won the court case. So anyway, it's one of the biggest fast food chains in Ireland, and it does everything, right? You can get anything in Supermacs, right? You go in, you get chips, you get like your kind of McDonald's kind of shit, right? You get your Big Mac, your Supermac, sorry. You get your chips, you get all that shit. They do a really nice thing called burger sauce there. You know that burger sauce with pickles and stuff. Big tubs though. Big huge tub, like that size. The size of your fucking head nearly. Big portions they do of food. Delicious, right? Really nice. But they also do like a fry, right? You can get a fry if you want in there. right? So you go in, you can get a fucking full Irish. You can get sausages, rashers, pudding, mushrooms, the whole lot. Get it on a plate. They'll bring it out on a plate. So it's like, picture if you were in McDonald's and some guy's over in the corner eating a big fry on a plate. It's really weird. But they're quite famous for their chicken. Their chicken is fantastic. They do fried chicken. It's fucking delicious. So they do like a snack box. So over in Ireland here, snack box would be a big thing. You probably don't have that in America. For the Irish there, what's your opinion on Supermacs, guys? I need to know. Do we like it? I think I love it. I think I love Supermacs. I'll show you a snack box here now. No. One sec. Just getting just getting the snack box. I want to show you a snack box. So snack box is I think I told you about this before, but it's a box with chicken. Where's that? What's up here? Look. There we go. As you'll see, the box is a kind of a big thing in Supermacs. But this is a snack box. So we have chicken and chips. That's basically all it is. But it's fried chicken. So you get a breast, you get a leg, and chips. And it's fucking lovely. Delicious. That's a big thing in Supermacs. And, you know, then you can also get ice cream in there to do a hot chocolate muffin and ice cream, which is fucking delicious. They do a sundae, you know, they'll do like sundaes, you know, caramel sundae, all that shit. But they originated in Galway, right? In a place called Ballinasloe. Ballinasloe is in about 10 different counties. I think it's in Westmeath, it's in Galway, I think it's in Offaly, a bit of it's in Offaly. It's in there's loads of parts of it in different counties. So it's a town that's kind of in all these different counties. But the people there would call it Ballinasloe. And every year Ballinasloe would have the Ballinasloe Horse Fair, where people of the travelling community would be there. And if you ever want to see cool photos, go and look at the Ballinasloe Horse Fair. There's a guy that does a fucking collection of the photos every year. Oh man, they're amazing. They're beautiful. Great photographs. But anyway, that's where Supermacs came from, right? Ballinasloe. So in Ireland, you would call them, this is a culchie place, right? This is where culchies are from. So culchies are kind of like hillbillies in America, right? That's anyone. Dublin, the people in Dublin would call anyone outside Dublin culchies, right? So it's only Dublin who aren't culchies, apparently. And so I remember I was in college in Dublin, and one night I was saying, "Here, I'm going Supermacs." Oh no, that's not what happened, right? I was getting a taxi home after having a few pints, right? And this lad was giving us a lift home, the taxi driver, and he started slagging me then, right? And he goes, "Say, you boys would love a Supermacs now, would you?" So he's implying that because we're from the country, we love Supermacs. And he's like, "What are you on about?" He's like, "You culchies love fucking Supermacs." So he's slagging us. So it's a derogatory term for a culchie, is that we like Supermacs. So there you go. That's the history of Supermacs. If anyone wants to know anything else about Supermacs, let me know. Urban culchie here. What's that? What's that, Kieran? Dennis Naibani. is angry. What's wrong, Dennis? CB, they don't have thick cut rashers there. No, thick cut rashers you nearly need to get yourself. You won't get them in a restaurant. Alison, do you have anything to add to that? Anything to add to the Supermacs? The kind of Supermacs thing, no? I think I covered everything with it there, though. But that's the crack with that anyway. So, you know. Jesus, Shay, right. Shay is saying he has a tractor license. Don't believe it. Shay is different though. He's not like the normal Dublin guy. Shay is a fucking free spirit. Know by him. I know by the head on him. He has a tractor license and he lives beside Supermac. So you don't get much more culture than that. You must have been... I worked in a pub, right? And one of the old lads would say, anytime a dub said anything about culchies, he'd say, every dub's father's a culchie. I don't really understand what he meant. He would say that all the time. I wouldn't mind any every dub's father's a culchie. And this was his, like... his bite back at them. And he's very serious. To this day, I actually don't know what he meant. Yes, Amanda, yes, correct. It's Supermac, like McDonald's, M-A-C. Super M-A-C. We really are jealous. Imagine living in a town totally devoid of any curry or fish and chips. CB says we have burger, steaks, or Chinese. That's not really Chinese at all. Yeah, like, you know, I was thinking that about over in America. There, CB is another one of those sayings. I know by the head on you. Which means by looking at someone's head, you can tell what they're like or they want. So let's say me and you are out. This is where we'd use it, right? Let's say me and CB the third are outside Supermacs. And I say to CB the third, will we go in and get Supermacs? And then you'll go, no, I'm okay actually. And I'll say, I know you want I'll say, I know you want a snack box. I know by the head in you. There you go. Try to figure that one out. That's how we use it. So it's when someone says, I know by the head in you now. You want one. But hey, let me just go and we'll have a little look at chips here. I want to show you what the chips are kind of like here, the chip shops, will I? Let's do this. All right, let me try to do something here. I'm going to give you a little tour. Where the fuck is everything? Yeah, Alison actually said there does be a lot of fights outside of Supermacs in Galway City. It's kind of famous for fighting. That's true. The Supermacs in Galway City is actually famous for fights. Let's see if we can show you one. There was riots out there. There's a thing, it's a thing in Ireland called Rag Week, right? So Rag Week is like, what is Rag Week? It's like fucking, I guess it's like, it's a week in college where everyone just goes mental drinking. They go mad drinking and partying, and it's like, they have to ban them. They're all banned now. People are dying and everything. They're drinking too much. And anyway, basically it'd be like from 9 in the morning till 2 at night. There'd be just these mental drink parties on, activities. People be going around. any of the towns that had colleges would be just taken over, and like everyone would be gone nuts. There'd be like foam party on at 10 a.m. in fucking some pub, and they'd be doing all mad. I remember being at one and they were sellotaping a guy wine bottles to the guy's hand. They were hosting some fucking what was it? Like, I don't know, some sort of, they had him up on stage and everything. And then they sellotaped the two, I think it was Buckfast. 2 bottles of Buckfast sellotaped to his hands, and every time he had to do something, he had to drink. I can't remember anyway. I was like, this is nuts. That'd be bad enough without any of that. How do we get this now? I'm just trying to do something here. Screen capture. Browser, is it? I'll just add it anyway. Sorry, no, I'm just trying to figure out how to do something there. I never did this before. Media source. No, it's not that anyway. I'm trying to get up the videos, boys. On this little thing here. Let's see if we can do it. So what else we at? It's getting kind of cold here. Getting kind of cold now. Oh Jesus. We have late night fights outside Waffle House here as well. Here, what is Waffle House? I'm always hearing this like Waffle House thing. They're always like, Waffle House. What is that? Like, what is it? To me, they just sell waffles. Is that right? Or what? Is that like, is that way off? I hear Waffle House is where people all ages go after a night of drinking. Ivan, Christ is everything you need, the true and the life, the beginning and the end. He is Alpha and Omega. He loves you. Thank you, Ivan. Lightweights, you to today, that's it. Accept Lord as our Savior in your sins. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you. Nice hoodie you have, brother. God bless us all. God bless you, Ivan Hiko. And you know what? You're right, and thank you for bringing that in here. You're a legend, and stay for a while. We're going to talk about, I want to show you a few things. It's like a 24 diner with cheap cook to order meals, mostly burgers and breakfast. Yeah. Okay, let's have a little look here. How do you do this? All right, let's try it, sure. All right, let's give it another go there. Michael, you're starting to fight there now. This is what I'm telling you about the Donegal in you now. Look, I can see it. Local file, that's what we want. That's what we want. No. Or maybe I just have to fucking click something in. Do I click this in? Let's see. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties here. Figuring out something. Let's see. Boom. Will that play? Look at this. Go away. Where's that even? Why can't I? Fucking hell. Fuck it. Can't do it. How do you do that? Looks like we won't get to see that video, guys. Can you not just kind of stream the fucking one of the browsers, like, no? What you're looking at? Oh, well, maybe not. All right, yeah, gotta give it one more go. All right, hold on. Waffle House does sound nice. Nice little fight. Nice little fight in a meal. You're having a meal. Not better than a little fight happening. After getting sidetracked here, though, what were we talking about? Rag Week, was it? What was that? Anyway. Show the video from the browser. How do we do it, boys? We'll probably get pulled off now. Pulled off it. There's a really cool video I wanted to show you of these Irish lads drinking in an early house on the docks. It's fucking hilarious. From the 80s. And they're all pretending that there's no work. Well, there probably was no work, but the boys are all just on the piss, basically. And they're like, oh, it's just there's no work at all. Then it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. The pub is packed. And they're doing a video, and it's like, they're kind of saying like how bad the state of the country is and all this shit, you know. And then this lad just comes in the middle of it with a fucking accordion, and he's singing a song. He's like, so it's meant to be like really sad, right? The radio presenter, but it looks like the best crack ever, right? It looks like the best crack you could possibly ever have is this this early house. But it's meant to be like the state of the economy now here in Ireland is young men can't find work anywhere. So a lot of them frequent in an early house as they go in to look for work in the morning, but sadly can't find it. And then when they go in, it's like fucking looks like the best crack ever. The boys are there, wow, and they're all smoking fags, and like they're like, cheers, party. And then like the fucking news anchor guy's going around. He's like, and how hard is it to get a job here now? And then the few lads they're like locked. They're like, well, yes, it's fierce hard. It's terrible hard, and it's hard on us, you know. I come in here and then I only have one or two in here, and I go home. And they definitely don't. There's a few lads are there. Like they're definitely there all day, every day, and then this lad comes in and starts singing with a fucking accordion, and the song is so funny. Oh, I love the song. Let me see if I can do this right. I think if I show this, it could take down the stream, but that's okay. But look. Let me try. See. Let me see. All right. If we can do this, if it's a major feat. Hey, let's try it. I'll probably be very loud though if I play it with it. That fucking YouTube thing keeps coming up. Sure, that's stupid. Fuck it. Here, you know what I'll do. I know what I'm gonna do. Record it. Download it. Sorry, I know this is probably not great, great content. Very watching me fucking trying to figure out how to use this machine. Yeah. Well, anyway, look. Just talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'll be back after this public service announcement. Anyway, let's see. Oh, we're nearly there, boys. It's processing. It's processing. You're going to see this. It'll be well worth it, this will. This is one of the greatest videos you're ever going to see. You might have seen it before. Anyway, sorry. Let's see what Michael Ahern's saying. We're all talking about Waffle House still, guys. CB the Third, it rains hailing down. Waffle House is a holy institution. What's the other place? Waffle House and Pancake or something. What is that other place that I always hear about in America? It's like, is it Pancake something or? It's always there for you. That's true. It's what we call a greasy spoon establishment. What's that mean, Amanda? You're throwing a bit of shade at the Waffle House here. Hash browns scattered, smothered, and chunked. Michael Ahern's coming in here hot. He's after having a smoke and he's after having a beer. And he's saying Americans like firepower because criminals fuck around and find out. Well, that's true, Michael. That is true. You're coming in hot there. That's a hot take. Hot take of the week. We need to get your own emoji. Yeah, if we ever go to America, me and Ali will go to Waffle House. Amanda says, hash browns, orange juice, gravy, eggs, however you want them, waffles and different syrups. Watch them cook your food and itch their butt and change the Band-Aid. Brilliant. Oh, CB the Third. I like to put Private Dancer on the jukebox many times as a fiver will do and make my way out. I've done that before a few times in my life where I just kept putting the same song on. And they actually invented a thing on the jukebox where you can't do that anymore. So when you try to do it now, it just plays it once and takes all your money. Yeah. Goddess of the Ocean's in the house. What's up, Goddess? The Goddess of the Ocean. How are we getting on? I hope you're doing good. Perkins, the best peanut butter French silk pie on the planet. We used to call IHOP International House of Police because if you look in the parking lot at 3 a.m., that's all there is there. What is it? The cops? The cops just go to Denny's all the time. Is it true about about the donuts? I didn't know. I thought that was just a stereotype. Okay, we'll try to play this video, but I don't know what happens here. We might get in trouble, but let's see. I got it anyway. Bang it in there. I'll turn the sound down. Can you skip through? These lads are in an early house anyway in Cork. If you can see. This lad's going into it. This is 8 a.m. in the morning. Oh yeah, you can skip, look. So this fella's outside of here. So he's outside the early house now, right? You see this lad? He's the reporter. So he's kind of saying, things are bad here in Ireland. And these poor fellas have nowhere to work. But this is a place called an early house. Do you have early houses in America? Is there closing times and stuff in America? Because the thing is, over here in Ireland, right, you can't really open the pub until, let's say, 12 maybe in Ireland. Let's say 12 in the day, midday. Sorry, Ali, what? The comments are down low. I'll have to put it up higher, like here, is it? Is that better up there? Bring me down, because we need to see me. Very important. Okay. Bailey store. Okay, so anyway, this fella is reporting it, right? So this is the sad early house, guys, right? Okay. So now we're here. We're going in. We're just outside this early house. Now look at this. I'll put the sound on for a second. Look at this, lads, right? He's going in here, right? Can you hear this? Look at that. No the crack. Look at that. Shay, look at that. Look at the boy here. Look at these boys. 8 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't give a fuck. Get into your boy. Oh my God. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. What do you think of that? Shay's here, bringing back old memories. They were a lifesaver for me once upon a time. I'd say they were, Shay. They look like now the best crack. So what would it be? I'd say this is near the docks, I think, in Cork. So they're in the docks here. So the boys, some of the boys are working, some of the boys aren't working now. I'd say they're there from the night before, maybe. They might not close at all. But anyway, for people that don't know, the early house, yeah, it's kind of illegal to do, but or maybe it's not illegal. I think you can get a license for it. But they'd open up at 8 o'clock in the morning anyway. And it would have all night workers in it. Or people that are fond of the liquor, that would like to drink loads, would be in it as well. So these boys are in here now. Now, it doesn't look too sad to me, I have to say. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal in there. Kieran says, one of the best pints to do is a night shift and have an 8 a.m. pint in King's Cross Station, watching the suits go to work. Brilliant. It's one of them things where you're stepping out of reality, right? You're stepping out of a fucking routine, man. You're just fucking, you're doing the alternative of life. Have a pint at 8 a.m. Oh no, they can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I worked all night. I'm going to go in here and have a pint. And welcome to the world of tomorrow. My bus driver in elementary school used to refer to liquor stores as the Kool-Aid stand. Christopher Hill. Well, you're lucky you're still here. When I used to work as a waiter in a restaurant, I'd have a pitcher of beer before and after a shift, and I'd steal glasses of wine while I worked. I could only do that job pished. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you work in them places, man. If you work in a place that sells liquor, you'll be drinking it. But you know what they said? A famous man once said, "Don't get high in your own supply." So anyway, let's have a little bit more here. What's Shay saying? It was originally for the dockers. Yes. It was. No, that is for the boys. Anyway, these boys, look at the head in this fella, look. He's the lad pretending. This is the boy pretending that he's sad, look, for the camera. He's saying, "Oh, it's awful hard on me wife." Don't know about that, man. Think you're all right. I think you're all right. Probably is hard on the wife. Look at him. It's a fucking lion. He's lying on the shit. Oh yeah, it's terrible hard, yeah. Oh shit. Have an old fag here now. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. I'm having the best day of my life. Oh, the camera's there for around him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sad. Now, wait to see these boys. Look at these boys. Now, this is what you would call a character. Look at this fella. He is a character, boys. I know by the head on him. Look at him. Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, man. Fuck me. So there are two boys anyway. They're in having an old pint. They're having a little old pint there now. They probably were working, I'd say, them boys. That lad on the right there now, he looks like a lad that always had a kind of job, I'd say. You know. What are we saying here? My 7th grade teacher got caught with cocaine in her desk. Turns out she was also dealing kilos to an undercover agent. Not a good idea. I'm a poster and do events. I work when people aren't there in nights. 8 a.m. was usually the start of my weekend. Hey, Kieran, actually, my father is actually in a poster, and I did that once or twice with him. One night in a Chinese restaurant, and you're there all night. Yeah, you can't do it until they're closed. Christopher said he was drunk and got syphilis in Vietnam, and his glasses were thicker than the Hubble telescope. I wonder how we all survived. Why did the school even hire him to drive the school bus? I know, man, fuck me. Find Donegal man there. Probably, Kieran, right? Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's have a little look. There's now this book, right? This fella. Now here's a lad that is a pisshead. This lad loves drink. Look at him. He's there every day, this lad. I know that now anyway. I know by the head on him, look. I'm here every day, and I love pints. These boys are a bit sad, maybe. Skip through. No, this lad. What's this lad? These boys are a bit sad. Oh, jeez. I'm talking somewhere there. Hold on. I wanted to see, could I hear what they're saying? Because I actually can't hear what they're saying. But I remember it's fucking hilarious. Can I hear that now? No. Oh no, maybe. They're only talking shite anyway. Talking shite about the fucking thing anyway. But look, here we go, right? So now here he is again. Look. Here's two boys now, look. Here's the two boys. Look at these two. Man. Love the drink. Don't give a fuck. This lad with the specs, look, he doesn't give a bollocks. He's laughing. He's laughing. Okay. Look, he's smiling. He's sniggering. Look at him. He doesn't give a shit. Oh, wow. Wow. Well. You're caught now. You're caught out. He probably told the wife he's working in the docks. Anyway, it's a load of sad acts kind of going on there then. But look at these boys. Yeah. Wait till you see this lad. They're having the crack of their lives, boys. Look at this boy. That's you. That's Shay. Shay, that's you from back in the day at the docks. Look, loving the pints. Wow. Right. So I believe this is in Cork somewhere. Is it Cork? Might be in Dublin. I think it's Cork. Anyway, here's your man again, right? Watch your man, right? Here's your man again. We'll watch a little bit here. We'll watch him. This is the other lad. Look, he's there again. He's everywhere, this fucker. He's the lad now that is just a pro, a seasoned pro. You go to the Jacks then if you're trying to get fiver off you. Now, here's the best bit, right? Oh, sorry, turned myself off. This lad comes in then now. This lad's a famous singer. I can't fucking remember his name. But.
We were joined by Cork's most famous folk singer. And as anyone in the business knows, there's no more obliging...
So, Davy something. Oh, I can't remember his name. Wait, no, I can't remember his name. But, so this is what his excuse is, right? Now, granted, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, right? The guy with the glasses there is saying he has actually come from a gig. He's playing a gig. He's a famous singer in Ireland. I can't remember his name. But he's saying, I've just come from a gig here, so I had to come into the early house now. It doesn't make any sense. What time did the gig stop at? Like, where could you have been in Ireland that it's 8 o'clock in the morning now, and now you have to go for a drink from a gig? I think you might be lying. I think what happened was he finished the gig last night, and he went drinking, and he went to a party, and he went to a weird house party, and he's still going from then. And now he said, fuck it, I'm going to the early house to keep her lit.
Fellow than Jimmy Crowley, even at this
so there's a bit of lying going on, you know, here. Look at this boy. Here's Shay. Here's Shay now. You ready? Here we go, Shay. Get into your boy. Sink it. Right, here we go. I'll just try to play this. Wait till you hear this.
Yeah, well, what brings you in, for God's sake?
Ashton just got me way back from no gigging. Was it one of the early morning open houses, you know?
It was, of course.
Famous?
One of the famous ones. There have been a few, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? I'd say our best bet would be, give us a blast, will you? Give us a blast.
Certainly.
What do we do?
Well, seeing something a bit topical, boozing.
So I actually can't hear it, right? I don't know what you're saying. But I think he's lying to him about... Is he lying to him about why he's there, I think.
Okay, boozing. Order there and all that's for boozing and joining the...
Here we go, watch this. The song that he plays now just sums up the whole fucking... It just sums up the entire segment perfectly.
How do you think I've been spending me pay? Boozing, bloody well boozing. Don't say I am wrong, for you know I'm not.
Oh, who's that? That's the perfect song for it. And this is the way we end it, boys. Get it into you, Cynthia. Lamp it in. Here we go. Watch him. Here he comes. Oh, finish her off, boy. Get her into you. Look, there's the other lad. There's the sad lad. He doesn't look too sad. See him there. Look, he stopped. He stopped again. He stopped. Look. Look. He's pretending he's not loving the crack. Look. Look, all right, watch him. Watch him here now. Watch him pretending that he's not enjoying the pub because he's so sad. Watch. Look, there he is, having fun. I can see him smiling. Singing along even. Sees the camera, look. Sees the camera, looks away. Pretends. Oh. Oh, that's fucking amazing. But there you go. If you ever want to see that, it's Early House in Cork. And it's a channel called, I think, CR Records or something like that. CR, what is it called? CR Vault. It's fucking amazing. It's all Irish stuff on it all the time. It's absolutely epic. Really good. Really good. Really good channel. CR Vault. That's what it's called. Look it up. It's very good. I was watching another video the other night. It was like this old farmer who thought that there was a fairy tree in his house. So Basically, he's cursed by fairies, and if the tree ever broke down, he'd die. It's a video about him, and he's like, he's really old, and he's just I hope the tree doesn't fall down. But that's the crack. I'm waiting to see you, Shay. There, well, we saw him a few times. I think he might be in your man, the hat swamping the pint near the end. Kieran says the £9+ a pint. All these lads are at home now, drinking alone. Feckin' ridiculous world now. It is very dear. But if you want a cheaper pint, you will find one. I'll just say that. But he's a lovely lad who deserves a little drink. Look at the head nod. He's a very good lad. That's it, Ali. Amanda says, I'm fine sitting in bed with my husband eating a chicken, watching an Irish lady school me on culture. No desire to leave the house. Why? Lad, not lady. Sheesh. Well, there you go, Amanda. You and Dusty want to get up now, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, head down to the docks. You'll never regret. Shay never mastered the button accordion, especially when pissed. No. Yeah, CB, you've probably seen it, yeah. CR Vault. Yeah, Kieran, you've seen it too, man. It's great. But there you go, guys. Well, listen, folks, I'm going to leave it there. That was good crack, actually. We should go look at some more of them videos. I'll get another one for next week. I'll get another gas one because there's 2 other really funny ones I want to show you. But thank you very much for tuning in. It was great talking to you. Have a powerful week. I'll be doing a little old video on Thursday and another live next Sunday. And who knows? Will we sing? Will we look at videos? It could be anything. But everyone enjoy the rest of the day. Keep the good side out. Amanda says that is a good show. You can tell by the head in them. Correct use of it, Amanda. 10 pints. You used it correctly. Beautiful. And use it throughout the week. Peace and love, everybody. Have a great week. And we'll see you here.